Good evening, and thanks for joining us on this Sunday. We begin tonight with new developments from that January 6th committee investigating the Capitol attack and what many have called an attack on American democracy. So far, the committee has held 6 hearings, and this week we could see the final 2. The back-to-back hearings will focus on white nationalist groups and what former President Donald Trump was doing as the Capitol was under siege. Today, we're learning new information following Friday's closed-door testimony of former White House counsel Pat Cipollone. CBS's Christina Ruffini is tracking it all for us tonight from the White House. Good evening to you, Christina.
Good evening, Jerika. In that 8 hours of interviews, committee members say Cipollone revealed new information and backed up what they've heard from other witnesses. And both of those things are going to play central roles in the final 2 scheduled committee hearings later this week.
It makes the Watergate break-in look like the work of Cub Scouts.
In a statement today, the January 6th committee said former White House legal advisor Pat Cipollone's interview provided, quote, key points regarding Donald Trump's misconduct, including information demonstrating the former president's supreme dereliction of duty.
He was aware of every major move, I think, that Donald Trump was making to try to overthrow the 2020 election and essentially seize the presidency.
Maryland Democrat Jamie Raskin said the committee is also willing to hear from Trump ally Steve Bannon, who had initially refused to cooperate, claiming executive privilege.
And if he wants to come in, I'm certain that the committee would be very interested in hearing from him.
It's not even a contest, but you still need a judge that has courage. And so far, we haven't found that judge.
On Face the Nation, documentarian Alex Holder, who got special access to Trump at the end of his presidency, says no one in the former First Family expressed any culpability for January 6th.
In my interactions with them, no, not at all.
Today in Delaware, a bike-riding President Biden interacted with reporters who asked about abortion.
My ultimate goal is to reinstate Roe v. Wade as a national law.
The president was also asked if he's considering using his power to declare a public health emergency to protect abortion rights.
That's something I'm asked the folks, the medical people in the administration to look at, whether I have the authority to do that.
Christina joins us now. You know, this week, President Biden makes his first trip to the Middle East since taking office. That includes a stop in Saudi Arabia. Christina, why now? Why that visit?
Well, in an op-ed for the Washington Post, the president said he knows a lot of people are against him going to Saudi Arabia, but in order to counter Russia and compete with China, the U.S. needs strategic allies like Saudi. He said human rights are and will always be a part of a discussion, but Jerika, what you're seeing here is at the center of this complicated 80-year relationship, where strategic interests, including oil and gas, often override the better aspirational angels of diplomacy.
All right, Christina Ruffini breaking it all down for us this evening. Thank you. And a reminder, CBS News will have complete coverage of Tuesday's hearing of the January 6th committee on our broadcast and streaming networks.